translating equations. That basically means going from English into math. And it's almost not even fully English. It's going to be something like, what is the sum of 2 and 3? Of course you don't need to build an equation, but we're going to start really simple. What? Any question word is generally going to be your variable. In this case, it's what? X. That's our variable. We're building an equation with an equal sign. Where does the equal sign come from? Is. Is means equals, right? That thing is that other thing. We're going to write that up here. Is means equals. Okay? This is just going to be our little special box here. Super easy. Sum of 2 and 3 means plus. So 2 plus 3, x is 5. We're done. This is all this one was. We're going to find a number if we say 2 times a number is 1 less than 3 times that number. Okay. 2 times a number. A number. What does that mean? That means our variable again. 2 times a number. 2 times means times. I'm not even going to write it over there. 2 times a number. That's going to be, let's call it n. So 2 times n is, that's our equal sign. 1 less than 3 times that number. So we have to think about the ordering here. It's not going to be 1 minus 3n. It's going to be 3n minus 1. Right? 3 times that number, 1 less than that. Is 1 less than 3 times the number. Here we go. The reason we do this is because, yes, you can probably figure out with the English, you can logic your way through it and turn yourself into a pretzel figuring out what the number is and guessing and checking, sort of. Or you can do much less mental gymnastics and figure out what the equation is and then allow math to be the perfect logical system, almost perfect logical system that it is. Solve for n. So let's see, we're going to add... Oh, why is this so annoying? I just want to write it like this. 2n equals 3n minus 1. Subtract 2n from both sides. We get 0 equals 1n. So that 1 goes away. Minus 1. We're going to add 1. That kind of looks like natural logs, so ignore that. And we get 1 equals n. That's what n is. N is 1. 5 is what percent of 95? Okay, let's not try to work super hard and figure out which way percents go or anything like that. Ignore percent. It's what percent, that's just going to be our variable. Here, we're going to have 5 is equals. What percent? That's going to be, let's call it x, of. This is something new now. What do we do with of? Well, let's see. What is 1/2 of 6? 1/2 of 6 is 3. We certainly know that. How do we get from 1/2 and 6 to the number 3? We multiply them. 1/2 times 6 equals 3. Therefore, that's what we're doing here. Of means multiply. I don't know how to do that. We'll just do the star thing because it's, I guess, not used for anything else. 5 equals x times 95. Now we isolate x. We're done. We've done the hard part. Let's isolate x, which means we're going to divide by 95 on both sides. And we get 5 over 95 equals x. 5 over 95. Let's simplify that. So we have x equals 1 over 19. So 1/19. Whatever percent that is would be the percent of this. How do you find the percent? Do it in your calculator. They probably wouldn't have you do this on the non-calculator section of the SAT. Hello, thank you for watching. We hope you learned something.
For more tutoring or to have any of your SAT and ACT questions answered, check us out on Twitch.